Helen.
And I'm Bobby.
And we're here giving you a tutorial of how to make Golombkis.
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 And regular American people would say it cabbage rolls. Cabbage roll.
Right.
And if you're not Polish, Golombki can't even come off your tongue.
You can't even say it.
You have to be Polish.
Yeah, or you can't even say it right. You're like
Golombki.
But it's how you say it?
Golombkis.
Yeah, right. All right.
So keep watching for the tutorial. We're gonna chop some onions.
The next thing we do is we like to put a lot of onions in the insides of our Golombkis. So we chop up at least 3 big onions.
And onions burn your eyes, so watch out.
Yeah, sometimes they burn your eyes.
They're burning mine, and I'm standing pretty far
And
away.
if you have mascara on, after you're done chopping onions, you look like Alice Cooper of Kiss.
You're gonna put them on pulse
until they're pretty well pulsated, and then you put them in a bowl, and you just pulsate a little bit at a time, because if you put too much in at one time, then they don't chop up very well.
Oh, and if the blade falls out, it's not the end of the world.
No, just watch you don't cut yourself, because the blade is very sharp.
And then you keep chopping onions until you think you have enough.
Yes.
Now you get a ton of tomato soup. Tomato soup. Now, we got big ones and small ones. If you get all small ones, you might want to get around maybe 6 or 8 small ones. And then for the big ones, you really only need about 4 or 5. So, but you're gonna need a lot either way. Okay, so everybody's asking me this question. Are you really Polish? And yes, I know I look Indian, but I'm not. I'm not Indian. I'm really actually Polish. And some other things too, but Polish. And I just love pierogies and Golombkis and cabbage noodles, which is called halushki. And I just love it. It's just so good. And for you people out there who really are Polish, thumbs up to you, because you're awesome, man. And if you're not Polish, you're still awesome too, but not as much. Now, this here is your finished cabbage product. It should be pretty big. We used 3 cabbages in all. This is your big, huge bowl of rice, and your leftover rice, just in case. So, the first thing is all about the cabbage. You're going to want to cook the cabbage for a little while, and Bubby, show them how to peel it.
Okay, it comes off of the cabbage like this, and then it's very hot, so just put it in a pile until it cools off. See how the leaves come off? When they come off, you just stack them up until most of the cabbage leaves are off of the cabbage head. Because this is what you use to roll. This is what makes the cabbage rolls. So this is a very important part.
Thank you, Bubby. Then you're gonna get a big, huge roaster, and then spray the outsides with like Pam, or the inside with like Pam or some kind of oil spray. As you can see, we clean up as we go along so that you don't, because after you're done making them, you're going to be tired, trust me. So you're just going to clean up as we go along. Now you're going to get around 3 packages of ground beef. Now make sure it's ground beef unless you're on a diet or something, because the ground beef just tastes really, really, really good. Still cleaning up. And in the meantime, don't forget to feed your dog. And American, not Polish, cheese. Okay, come here.
Now, the tomato soup, we're going to open up a couple of the cans, like so. And we're going to put them in. That's too big. We're going to put them in the pot to warm up so that we don't just put cold soup over the Golombkis after we're done forming them. And we add, like for a big can like this, I would say maybe a half a can of water. But you don't want to dilute it too much because you don't want, that'll make them too watery. You want to have a nice sauce. All right, like I said, a half a can of water. Like so. And then you heat it up on the stove. Just on very, very low heat until you're ready. Put that, come on. Very low heat until we're ready to pour it over top.
See what I mean about the cleaning up thing? Then you can put on Polish polkas to make your kitchen more ethnic.
Salsa. What would that be? Religious, oldies, live, jazz?
This'll do.
Okay, once you have all of your items chopped, your rice is cooked, you then put in, now this is 3 pounds of ground beef. We might need more, but we're going to start out with that. And we add most of the celery, but not all of it, because remember, I'm going to save some because I'm making macaroni salad. So we're going to, most of the celery, all of the onions, because we like onions. Onions make everything flavorful. That is a mound of onions.
A big mountain. And it's not a bad thing if it burns your eyes. It's just normal.
And then parsley. I usually put in fresh parsley, but I didn't get any at the store, so we're just going to have to use parsley from a jar. And then salt. I use sea salt because it's good.
Obviously, salt.
Salt.
Polish people eat a lot of salt.
Pepper.
Pepper.
And then you're going to use your hands to mix it. We might have to add some more ground beef and rice, but first we're going to mix to see what we have.
Now, you're probably going to want to stir your soup because it might get like separated from soup to water. So you want to make sure you keep an eye on your soup too. Now our filling is looking pretty good, and we added another tiny pack of ground beef too.
So, Abigail, can you add some more parsley and pepper?
Parsley and pepper, sure.
Yes.
How much?
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Arm getting tired?
No. I play softball.
Okay, sorry.
Is that good?
Yep. Now add it. A wee little bit of pepper.
Wee little bit. I see how you were having trouble with this. Got it. Wee little bit. A wee
Keep going.
little.
Keep going. Keep going.
You call that a wee little bit?
Keep going. Keep going. Well, when you're dealing with 4 pounds of meat, that's not much. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome, Bubby. I'm gonna leave that open for next time. Now you're gonna just stir that in until you think it looks good. So we're going through all this trouble of making Golombkis for my great Aunt Julie and Bubby's Aunt Julie. And she's turning 90 tomorrow, and it's a surprise party in a nursing home, and we're so excited because she's going to be so excited, and that's the main thing that counts. So, happy birthday, Aunt Julie!
Now, one very important part of the process of making Golombkis is to make sure that you cut the vein out of the cabbage leaf. It's not really a vein, it's just the thick part of the stem. And as you can see, you have to go like this and cut it so that it's no longer thick. It's just nice and smooth, and it's the same height as the rest of the cabbage leaf. And you have to go through every single leaf and cut the vein.
Now that everything's chopped, cooked, and the veins are taken off, we are ready to roll. Get it? Roll.
Okay, the leaves that had holes in them and rips, we used to line the bottom and sides of the roaster so that when we put the actual Golombki in to cook, they don't burn. So that's what Helen is doing right now.
Ready, set, go.
All right, now in order to roll a Golombki, you take a little bit of meat in your hand, enough in the palm of your hand to squeeze it like that. It depends a little bit on the size of the cabbage leaf. And you put it down at the end of the cabbage leaf that had the vein, but on the inside of the cabbage leaf. So you put it down on the end, and okay, and what you do, you start like this, and you start to roll, and you roll, and you roll, and you roll, and then you take the ends and you tuck them inside like this. And you take the other end and tuck it inside like that. And this is not working. Good job. Good job, Helen. And then you line them inside the roaster, like so. And you put them with the leaf end down, with the open end of the leaf down. Okay, we'll do one more to show you again. Take a little bit of meat, put it in the palm of your hand. You don't want to put too much in because you don't want to open the Golombki. So you take a little bit of meat, put it on the inside of the vein side, and you roll it like that. Tuck in the sides. Tuck in the other side. And there you got it. And you put the same side down into the roaster.
These are our Polish Golombkis and Polish logs.
Now after we get all the Golombkis in the roaster, we take that tomato soup, that diluted tomato soup that we've been warming on the stove, and we pour it over top of all the Golombkis. And make sure you cover the sides of the roaster so that it doesn't burn. So you pour it all in like that. And then you pick up the insert of the roaster and you put it inside the roaster as so. And there you go. And you cover it with the lid. Where's the lid? Where's the lid? Lid. Cover it with the lid. And turn it on to about 300 degrees. And you just cook it for actually at least 2 or 3 hours. And just look every now and then. You'll see it steaming. And after that, then they're ready to go. Well, we're finally done. We started at 4 o'clock and it's now 8:06.
8:06, 4 hours.
But we know it's going to be worth it, all of our hard work for Aunt Julie.
For Aunt Julie, thank you, Aunt Julie. And please subscribe in the bottom bar below and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.